For centuries, the Saint Augustine Lighthouse has stood as silent sentinel, guiding ships safely to shore. But as the sun sets on the lonely structure, a sinister light shines from within. This historic lighthouse has stood tall for over 150 years, but its past is shrouded in mystery and darkness. From the tragic deaths of lighthouse keepers' daughters to ghostly apparitions that still roam the halls, the Saint Augustine Lighthouse is a place where the past and present collide in a spine-tingling blend of the eerie and the sinister. Join me today as I explore the mysterious history of this iconic Florida landmark and discover why it's considered one of the most haunted locations in America. My name's Dominic Matigian, and welcome to Haunted America. The construction of the lighthouse began in 1824 and it was completed in 1874, making it the first lighthouse completed in Florida under the new American government. It stands tall and proud on Anastasia Island, offering a beautiful coastal view and a glimpse into the rich history of marine transportation. The original purpose of the lighthouse was to replace the old one and provide a beacon of safety for ships entering St. Augustine's harbor, as well as guiding them away from the dangerous shoals located nearby. For many years, it served its role faithfully. However, when modern navigational techniques became available in the early 20th century, its usefulness diminished. Despite this change in circumstances, it continued to serve an important role into helping save lives by guiding ships away from treacherous reefs or other hazards along Florida's coastline. But beneath the surface of this iconic landmark lies a darker, more sinister side. Over the years, visitors to the lighthouse have reported encountering ghostly entities, and one of the most terrifying is the mysterious figure known as the Daughters. It was 1872 when Hezekiah Pitty, the superintendent for the St. Augustine Lighthouse construction project, realized that building the watchtower would take much longer than expected. He was already a year and a half into the project and knew he would be there for a while. A true family man, he decided to move his wife and two daughters from the chill of Maine to the heat of the Florida coast to live with him. Given that his daughters were young, a lot of their time in St. Augustine was spent outside playing. One day, Pitty's two daughters and three of their friends were pushing each other in a small rail car that was used for transporting supplies from the nearby pier to the lighthouse. Unfortunately, the wheels of the rail car shifted and the children fell off the pier, plunging into the cold water below. Both of Pitty's daughters and one of their friends drowned. Since the accident, both visitors and lighthouse workers alike have reported hearing girls giggling in the woods behind the watchtower. Others claim they've witnessed 4-foot-tall figures peeking at them around corners. Some believe that these are Pitty's daughters that are still enjoying their home even in death. It's important to note that even though these girls are very much haunting this landmark, they are playful spirits. Despite their tragic end, the three seem to be enjoying the afterlife in their old home. The ghostly presence of the daughters adds a layer of heartbreak to this already eerie structure, but it's the story of the man that begins to raise the stakes and heightens the ominous feelings of this landmark. Located in the basement of what was once the lightkeeper's house, this shadowy figure is known for filling the room with the smell of cigar smoke and overwhelming visitors with feelings of foreboding. One of the most famous encounters with the man happened in 2006 when the ghost hunters visited the lighthouse. In the episode aired that year, a black misty figure is seen peeking over a railing before turning around and disappearing. But who is this ghostly figure? Some believe it to be the spirit of William Russell, a lighthouse keeper during the 1850s who was known for his passionate and protective personality. Others argue that it could be the ghost of Joseph Andrew, another lighthouse keeper who suffered a fatal accident when he fell from the tower in 1859. Some believe that Andrew's spirit has been living in his old quarters for over 100 years, smoking a cigar to pass the time. Regardless of who the man may be, one thing is certain: his presence in the lighthouse is not to be taken lightly. Visitors should be prepared for the possibility of encountering this sinister entity as they explore the lighthouse's many secrets and mysteries. But despite its ghostly activity, the lighthouse remains an important and innovative piece of marine transport history, and a must-see destination for any history or ghost hunting enthusiast. To gain a better understanding of these experiences, researchers have conducted interviews with staff and visitors to learn more about their thoughts and experiences at the lighthouse. Some visitors reported that they had experienced strange occurrences such as feeling cold spots or hearing unexplainable noises, while others talked about their encounters with the previously mentioned ghostly figures. The staff members of the lighthouse revealed that they have heard similar stories from visitors over the years, but some are skeptical about the ghost stories. According to Sammy Washberg, a tour guide at the lighthouse, visitors ascending the stairs to the top of the lighthouse have reported feeling a hand on their back guiding them up to the top. Based on these stories alone, it's no wonder that the lighthouse is a popular destination for ghost hunters and busters alike. However, instead of jumping to conclusions about ghostly activity, it's important to consider all possible explanations and keep an open mind about what is causing these strange occurrences. When people believe a location to be haunted, they're very quick to attribute any strange noises or weird occurrences to the presence of spirits, as opposed to any natural explanations such as wildlife or wind drafts. In fact, Joe Nickel, an esteemed skeptic and investigator of the paranormal, supports the idea that the ghostly sightings at the lighthouse are actually the product of natural occurrences as opposed to supernatural activity. This conclusion was reached during his visit to the lighthouse while writing The Science of Ghosts: Searching for Spirits of the Dead. Nickel concluded that the strange occurrences could be attributed to more mundane explanations like seagulls in the wind as opposed to paranormal activity. This theory is particularly true in the case of the Man, the shadowy figure known for filling the room with the smell of cigar smoke and overwhelming visitors with the feelings of foreboding. While it may be tempting to attribute the lingering cigar odor to a ghostly presence, it's more likely that it was a past tenant who smoked cigars a lot in the room. However, while it is likely that these ghostly sightings and noises may have a natural explanation, they can still elicit a strong emotional response in those that experience them. With all of that said, it is important to remember that the history of the lighthouse is rich and complex, with many people coming and going over the centuries. The sightings at the lighthouse have roots that go deep into its history, much of which is still unknown. And that raises the question, do you believe that the ghostly sightings at the lighthouse are rooted in something sinister, or simply just the product of our imagination? Let me know in the comments. It wasn't until 1994 when the Lighthouse Museum opened up its doors to the public, revealing a rich history and a hint of the unknown. A community-based board of trustees was established in 1998, charged with holding the site in trust for future generations. And in 2002, under the direction of the current executive director, Kathy Fleming, ownership of the tower and the historic Frenzel lens was transferred from the U.S. Coast Guard to the Saint Augustine Lighthouse and Museum Incorporated. This was the first such transfer of a U.S. lighthouse to a non-profit organization. Today, the Saint Augustine Lighthouse and Museum dedicates itself to preserving local maritime history, keeping alive the story of the nation's oldest port, and connecting young people to marine sciences. The museum board and staff also work to save other lighthouses across Florida and the entire nation. They coordinate efforts with federal agencies and other volunteer groups like the Florida Lighthouse Association. The lighthouse employs close to 50 individuals and is visited annually by over 200,000 people, including 54,000 school-aged children. The lighthouse has not only become a popular tourist attraction, but also a fixture in popular culture. Its reputation as a haunted location has attracted the attention of various paranormal-based television shows, such as Ghost Hunters in 2006 and My Ghost Story. The lighthouse was also featured as one of the most terrifying places in America on an episode of the paranormal TV series The Restless Dead, which aired on the Travel Channel in 2018. The lighthouse has also found its way into modern popular culture, as many YouTubers and influencers have attempted to spend the night in the haunted structure as a challenge. Examples of this include Jack the Viking, a friend of Mr. Beast, popular content creators from BuzzFeed, and the wildly popular Sam Colby. At the end of the day, the St. Augustine Lighthouse has stood for centuries as a beacon of hope and safety for ships navigating the Florida coastal waters. Its rich history and cultural significance make it a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from all around the world to explore and learn about its past. However, as you've seen in today's video, it is not only the lighthouse's history and architecture that draws visitors, but also its reputation as a haunted location. The ghost stories and legends surrounding the lighthouse have become an integral part of its identity and have contributed to its enduring appeal. The reports of strange occurrences and ghostly sightings have captivated the imagination of visitors, adding a sense of mystery and intrigue to the lighthouse's already rich history. The enduring appeal of ghost stories can be attributed to our innate curiosity and fascination connection with the unknown. They allow us to explore the boundaries of our understanding and challenge our perceptions of reality. They also serve as a reminder that the past is not so distant, and that the spirits of those who have come before us may still be present in the world we live in. The Saint Augustine Lighthouse is a testament to the enduring power of history, culture, and the human imagination. Its ghost stories and legends add an extra layer of intrigue and reminds us that the past is never really gone, and it lives on in the memories of those that come after. The Saint Augustine Lighthouse stands as a symbol of the past, present, and future, and continues to inspire visitors with its history, architecture, and of course, its ghost stories. Thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, please be sure to toss me a follow. Once again, my name is Dominic Matigian. Sleep tight, everyone.